If you can convince the people around you that it's okay to be vulnerable, you're basically taking fear out of situations. Don't let distractions get in the way. Don't let your mind drift off. You have been chosen because you've shown the skill and the potential to get it done. Oh my, I've had a lot of disappointments in my life. By the same token, I've had a lot of great second chances. What does showing up mean to me? It means that you face things that are daunting and you know in deep inside that you can overcome those challenges, those things that might set you back. That is showing up and giving it 110%. I know when I came back to lead the team for the third time, there were some huge challenges there. The morale was very low, but the skill level was as good as it had ever been. What they needed was someone to come in and show them the leadership that they could trust, right? So when you're showing up, you're getting there to demonstrate that you can be trusted and that you're there to earn their trust. So that's showing up in the toughest situations. Showing up as a premise, if you will, became real to me when I joined the Navy, and I had some setbacks. I failed at the ship the first time. And so the next time to try it was put all my trust in my instructor and in myself and know that we could get it done. And the adage that I learned from that was, you fly the airplane, don't let it fly you. And that's something that has metaphorical applications to everything in life. When you get a challenge, show up. When you get something that looks like it's going to set you back, don't accept that setback. Show up, right? And then take that challenge and you make it work for you. Don't let distractions get in the way. Don't let your mind drift off. You have been chosen to do something because you've shown the skill and the potential to get it done. And so to me, that's kind of like showing up, right? You got to be ready to go. One of the things I concentrate on is I look at situations perhaps that need resolution, or that they've created a conflict, or that I knew I would get pushback on. And I go into those situations, especially if there's a discussion that adds to either solutions or to the path we take, with a mind that's open, with ears that are listening, but not listening and with the intent of saying, okay, I'm listening, but I know what I'm going to say when I get done hearing you. No, you're listening, and you're listening for new information and convincing information that might help you make that decision. In getting together and collaborating and being a leader, the leadership, that I was talking about, you have to be a good listener. I mean, that's a foundational. But you have to be ready to shift and accept the knowledge that comes from others, and also process how others are speaking. What is there fear there? Is there anticipation of a good outcome, which would be great? Is there a sense of understanding that what's going to happen is good and we can do this? That always helps. I like to focus when I was in an opportunity to lead, and we all lead every day. You can walk into a store and you talk to someone that might be able to help you. You're kind of leading them into helping you find a solution. But leading is so important to go in without prejudice to that situation. I've been in this store before. They had a bunch of knuckleheads. They don't, no. Look at that individual. Look at the individuals you're dealing with. Try to nurture that trust along right away. Start working on trust. Find with other people, in any leadership example, find somewhere where you have common ground. That's probably one of the most important things. Find common ground, because once you could get there, you get where you can talk and you can share, and that trust starts to build. There's so many things about leadership. I never held myself above anyone. I accepted the fact that all the good stuff that happens to us is going to lay upon the team, not me. It's not about me, it's about the team. So you have to be ready to make that action, that way of doing business. there's just so much. There's so much vulnerability. I like to talk about that now a lot because I can see where if you can convince the people around you that it's okay to be vulnerable, you're basically taking fear out of situations. And that comes really into play in debriefing, where you want to get to the right answer and you want people not to feel like they can't say anything or they're going to get in trouble. And that's why the Glad to Be Here debrief that we do is so important, that the leader be fully vulnerable and share what they have done and make that promise to do better the next time. So it builds that part of the culture of doing business. So as we face these problems that are ahead of us, let's look at it this way. These challenges are worth conquering, worth the outcome that we can achieve, even though they're daunting. And you all are part of this team, and we can do this. We can get it done. Put some trust in me that this is going to be an outstanding effort, and that I trust in you that you're going to give over 100%. That's all I ask. Give it your best. You all have it within you. I know you have some reservations, but let's think about outcomes, and let's think about what it means to us individually to overcome these fears, if you will, and hesitation, and what it takes to get there. And that's what I want to show you we can do. I mean, that's part of, pick off some tools out of the way I lead and put them in your tool chest. And I want you to understand that I realize there's some risk here, but I think we can do it. I've seen you all work. I know we can get this done. So come with me with your full intent on this journey, and we're going to get it done. Oh my, I've had a lot of disappointments in my life. By the same token, I've had a lot of great second chances to bring those around and turn them into successes. But when I get disappointed, I take a look. I do a little introspection in the way of a debrief. Why did this not work? And why am I so disappointed? And what can I take away? What are the takeaways here that are going to make this work the next time? And what is the impact of this disappointment? What is the impact of this failure? How can I soften that? Or are there ways to make it less of a come down, a letdown? But let's look at why it went that way, how we can recraft what we did and do it better the next time. That's all I can point as a way forward when I get a disappointment. If it's something where it just has to go away, it just didn't happen, didn't work as I wanted it to, then I'm going to look for resetting my goals, resetting the things that I want to achieve, and look at ways to take my skills and talents personally that I have, and there aren't many, but a few that I know I can employ to make the next one a success. That's part of being a leader too, is to that encouragement and that support. Okay, what's it going to take to get this done the next time? What is it going to take? Let's review and let's go forward. Let's change. Let's revitalize our beliefs, our belief levels. It's been great chatting with you. I hope that some of the seeds we've thrown into the ground and sprouted up, and hopefully it's created some fruit in your mind to go forward and take some of these ideas and put them into your mind, but also into your heart. And as you engage others, it's that making a relationship, getting into their heart, shared circumstances, all these things that bond people. And then when you get there, now you can start working on what the hard stuff is and how you're going to get together to get things done. I think, when we talk to big corporations that are, either a sales kickoff or something like that, or just looking forward to a better year, if you can go into that year knowing that you have the tools to do it and you can trust those around you, and the seeds that we've planted through JFI and through the way we talk about what the Blue Angels did and how those seeds planted and sprouted and grew and created wonderful fruit, wonderful outcomes. So take a look at what I said and what John has said, and see where that fits with your life. There's never a perfect fit, but there's always ways you can take, as I said earlier, take tools away to put in your leadership toolbox. Take something that you thought, well, I don't know, I never thought about that. Let's try that. And as a word of observation, there are going to be things that don't fit you, right? They don't fit your personality or your style, and that's okay. If it's something that you say, oh, I just couldn't do that, that's fine. What strengths can you bring in that we talked about to really bring your leadership to the highest possible level? A lot of times it's knowing and allowing yourself to be vulnerable with others and even with yourself. I never could tell a joke, and I loved people that told jokes. I just wanted to be around them, but I can't tell a joke. I don't know if it was my timing or what, but so that wasn't something I could put in my leadership toolbox. But I found other ways to relate and to show sincerity and to be vulnerable. And I think that's take some of those things away and let it be part of your essence. Let it ooze, and you'll do great.